the two sides prepare to fight for a slot for the World Cup qualifiers that will be held in April 25th in Morocco. So another throw-in. Again, the person to go and throw this one is the lady from the Kenya Police Bullets, so Chaka Elizabeth. Sure that she is a long thrower. Actually, it's a corner. Second corner for the national team as they found the long squad and a good pass away from that corner by Mabu. He stood tall in that goal for the baby Lioness for another throwing by the junior starlets. Yeah, it was a good float coming in from the right, and Jessica Mabu did very well to punch it away. Genevieve, a long throw into the box, cleared, intercepted by the captain Halima Imbachi. Again, poor pass, received on the first touch by Tansu Ange. Ange, the top scorer with 5 goals in these qualifiers today, one of the most industrial center forwards that the Cameroon national team is putting out here. She flies a straight with the Bansu Sports Academy. Actually scored a hat-trick in the first leg against Studium. There she is again. Ange. So, the ball inside there from Gali. It's a poor touch, intercepted, cleared, not very far from Ngasa into the midfield. Again, good interception by Alima Imbachi, and she's brought down. The referee will seek Victoria Shambulia from Namibia. Flashes it. Halima Imbachi. Again, waiting for that long punt from the midfield by Imbachi. She tries to play the ball wide to look for Genevieve Michelle, but there was too much power on the ball. And the ball rolls out for a throw-in. Gaza, the youngster who has just gone into the referee's books, the yellow card. Gaza plays the ball back to Zoo. Zoo onto the right. Galipina into the midfield again. Back to the other midfielder went in there. Onto the right. Galipina with a long pass forward. Intercepted by the long chap Elizabeth into the midfield. That's where the battle is. There's a long pass forward. Again, good clearance coming in from none other than Galipina, who has stood very, very tall in that defense for the Lioness. And the Kenya team looking for Edna Nasifondi's speed. Edna, who scored a crucial goal against Uganda. Genevieve Michelle. Genevieve, still the ball is in play. It goes out this time round in favor of the Cameroonian baby Lionesses. Mabu. goalkeeper, trying to build from the back. Again, that's where the battle is picked by Jongo Atuba. Still Jongo. Jongo to the left-hand side. Gasa intercepted. Again, Cameroon pushing more numbers up as we witness quite a number of fans who have from the stadium to try and give support to both sides. For some of them having traveled all the way from Yaoundé in Cameroon, and some coming in from the nearby town in Kenya, that is Western, to come and try and help out in support of the ladies in red. Again, ball goes out as we head into the 21st minute. The scoreline still at 0-0. The if you're joining us, is the FIFA Under-17 World Cup qualifiers. And whichever team wins both legs will definitely be moving to the 2025. And the ball is flooded, and it's a good one. It's a hard miss by Tansu Ange. The goalkeeper coming out, Felma Aguirre from Uyeta Girls, with the header, the flash of a header from the one Tiwa Melong Lees, player who has one goal to already so far. That's a huge miss, Yoruba.
That is a huge miss, and it's a miscalculation between the goalkeeper and the defender, Lorini Labunga. They did not communicate properly, and they should have lost a goal. And they have noticed that the Cameroonians have begun to settle into the game, and that will pose a lot of danger for the junior talent.
Absolutely. Valencia onto the left. Okumo, the long pass looking for Edna Nasifondi. Good response from the centre back. It looks like Nasifondi was already in an offside position. Nasifondi scored a crucial goal against Uganda. Nasifondi herself, one of the right wingers formerly of Uyeta Girls, scored in the first leg of this qualifier against Uganda. Mabu, goalkeeper, trying to invite the Kenyan forwards in order to be able to get the penetrating passes through the midfield onto the right. Big punt forward, looking for the industrious Tanzanu Ange. Again, received in the middle. The maestro herself, Zu, onto the left-hand side, looking for Ngasa. Ngasa, the dancing queen. It's a shot from a distance, not really a hard one to worry goalkeeper Velna Aguirre. But the truth of the matter is the Cameroonians are now settling into the game. A big worry for coach Mildred Cheche, the coach of the year for 2024 in the Sawyer Awards. Again, Halima. And it's a battle between Halima Imbachi, Bakari Manikombo on the Kenyan side in the midfield against Tambu Otuba and Zu, who are applying their trade right at the epicenter of that baby lionesses. It's a header. Intercepted. It's a quick one by Jongu Atuba. Again, battle in the midfield. They both go down. The Ripping Waves play on. Plays the ball back to Johnson number 3, Agogo. Again, to win in there. Agogo. Punch ball forward looking for Tansu Ange. Again, good clearance from the centre back, Lorini Labonga. Elizabeth Chaka, he comes from, plays actually for Kenya Police in the Kenya Premier League for the ladies.
Yeah, Kenya Women's Premier League.
Looks like there is a corner that has been conceded by the Harambee Stars Junior. They call them the Junior Starlets. And the corner will definitely be taken by none other than Agogo. Agogo, a diminutive right back on the Baby Lioness side. The header, again, still not out of the wall! Oh, big mistake from Velda Aguirre, who concedes her first goal in the 5 games. And the goal coming in at the nick of time from none other than the most prolific goal scorer on the Baby Lionesses side, with 3 goals to her credit in the qualifiers so far. Tiwa Melong Lees, who plies the trades with Liki Villas FC of Cameroon, and the revelation of the year 2024 Cameroon Ballon d'Or, scores the first goal for the Baby Lioness.
It is actually breathtaking. Coming in from a corner, 3 of Kenyan defenders almost marking themselves, but it was so easy to go up. The goalkeeper was nowhere near the goal. First really serious attack against Kenya, there's a goal. for Cameroon. It was only wise for the Starlets to take their chances early because football can be really, really brutal.
Well, we did talk about there are 5 players against 3, no one identifying any other. 3 players from Cameroon hanging in there all by themselves, including the scorer of the goal, Tiwa Melon Lees, to score her 4th goal of the campaign. Now, can we be able to bounce back? The team in red, the national team, the junior national team of the Harambee Starlets.
I think the Harambee Starlets should be able to kill off games and finish off games early, take their chances when they get them, because at this point in time, 1 goal for Cameroon would have been coming at the backdrop of 2 goals from Kenya. But since they did not take their chances early, now they trail by a goal to nil in Nairobi.
And that is the Deputy President of the Football Kenya Federation, the man popularly referred to as McDonald Big Mac Mariga. He is in the house to follow the proceedings as the Kenya national team goes down in the 25th minute. The Cameroonians were a little bit apprehensive after facing Tanzania in 2022. Got eliminated in the qualifiers and went on again to lose against Uganda in the year 2024. Remember, both teams, Tanzania and Uganda, come from the eastern part of Africa. And therefore, coming into this game, they knew that this is where the talent is bred and are becoming more and more composed even as the game moves on. Big punt forward from Chinani Michel. Again, proper reception in the midfield. It's a battle. Good control from the captain herself. She's rolling in that midfield. The little Tiwa Melon.
Yeah, she's really enjoying herself, having a very good game.
Ngasa, although diminutive, playing on the left-hand side of Wendy Nde, who is playing as a centre-back. Again, tries to head the ball wide. Still not very far from Edna Nasipondi. Edna against Wendy Nde, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. 30 minutes, 29 minutes to be precise, Peter Kirumba. Your take so far in this game?
Again, the junior starlets beginning to lose a lot of balls in the central areas of midfield. They're making it very easy for Tiwa Melong and Njugwe Atuba to be able at least to reach balls forward. One of them gave back to this corner that was taken so easily. 3 of Kenyan defenders marking themselves there, ball watching, and the first big attack Cameroon gives back to a goal. Kenyan trail after starting very well in the first half. The last 10 minutes were very good for the Harambee Starlets.
Well, it's normally very difficult, especially when you're the host team and you're not able to take care of your chances. And as long as the visiting team settles into the game, then it becomes extremely difficult for the hosts to compete at that level. Well, 30 minutes with 15 minutes remaining on the clock, even as Kenya look to the bench to see whether they can be able at least to bring in some fresh legs, as the number 7 Edna Nasipondi goes through the left-hand side into the midfield. Again denied the ground punt, looking for Tiwa Melon. And Tiwa Melon decides to let the ball roll off for a goal kick.
That is what we've been talking about, Gil. Losing the ball very easily in the central areas of midfield. That is bringing a lot of pressure to the Kenyan defense.
Well, looks like they are withdrawing Brenda Chen. And we should be able to tell you exactly who is coming in. I'll give you an insight on exactly who has come in, and looks like there's going to be a rejig in the midfield because Brenda Chen was playing as a striker. Looks like Mildred Cheche has decided to boost the midfield where a lot of balls have been lost. and that is the president of the Kenya Football Federation, Mr. Hussein Mohammed, sitting right there in the VIP box in a very, very pensive moment. There he is, and just right beside him is McDonald Mariga, both the president and the deputy president of the Football Kenya Federation. They are in the house. Oh, the ground is immaculate. They say in Africa, if you don't know, you don't know.
That is definitely a direct translation, Dr. Lebwa.
So the surface is in immaculate shape. Remember, Kenya will be hosting the 2027 CHAN tournament right here at Nyayo National Stadium. And will also be hosting the African Cup of Nations in 2027. Big fan forward, interception in the midfield. To the left, Juan Ogola. Again, denied, picked in the midfield by Ngalim Binda. Again, a good quick interception as a relief on the Junior Starlets side.
Acha hata nioge tu saa hii. Yaani sisi saa hii.
With Lingwe Atieno donning jersey number 8, coming in for Brenda Cheng, and she has actually dropped into the midfield. Lingwe Atieno for the Junior Starlets. It's unfortunate for Brenda Cheng, who scored 2 crucial goals against Uganda in the qualifiers, and she really was not up to the task of missing a golden opportunity in the first few minutes of the game. And the coach, being the church, decides that it's time to bring in another midfielder, Linde Atieno, to try and beef up that midfield. Imbachi. And now run on the midfield by Bakari Manakombo. To the right, Bakari. And brought down by none other than Eleni Donning, number 12 from she actually goes in the back of the referee. Two players from the Lionesses, including Gasa and Gong, have now gone into the referee box. Definitely engaging all the Kenyan players.
Yeah, Bakari Manakombo is really causing them trouble in the center of midfield. And twice, shots been infringed, and twice, yellow cards have been produced against the Cameroonian girls.
Well, not very far from the 18-yard box. It's about 35 yards away, and they have actually called in one of their strong players, Ochaka Elizabeth, who flies a straight for Kenya Police Bullets in the Women Kenya Premier League, to try and utilize this opportunity from this distance. It's Elizabeth Ochaka versus Mabua. And it's a long arm that really not hit the target and goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Elizabeth herself. We have seen her time and again hit them from a distance. This time, only precision was missing in that one, but definitely we could see the idea. The idea was well noted. She was looking for the top corner. She couldn't find it. Precision missing. She took it too wide. She took it from below.
Well, Linway, we at comes from a school called Sunflower, and she was part of the last year's World Cup squad alongside the 8 others who are plying their trade today. Well, alongside Lindsay Atieno, Joan Ogola, Halima Imbachi, Bakari Mwanakombo, Genevieve Michel, Lorraine Ilavonga, Ochaka Elizabeth, and Velma Bwire formed part of the team that played in the 2024 World Cup qualifiers. So literally, Mildred Cheche preferring to continue her trade with the players that she believes will do duty for her this afternoon.
Yeah, she began with 5 players who played at the World Cup.
Lauren to Ochaka. Ochaka, Okumo. Okumo tries to play a long pass, intercepted. Ochaka. Ochaka. Long punt. Forward looking for Edna Nasipondi. Still Edna. Again, poor pass in the midfield, intercepted by the diminutive player, donning jersey number 3 today, Agogo. Back to the goalkeeper, Mabo. Ndinda. Mabo. Agogo. With long punt forward. Again, quickly intercepted in the midfield as the Kenyans win the ball back. None of these two teams has clearly taken full control of that midfield as Halima Imbaji tries to play a trade on the right-hand side. It's a header. Genevieve Michel into the midfield. To the path of Tanzu Wange, the most industrious player on the Baby Lioness, who has scored the lone goal so far for Cameroon this afternoon. Gaza wins it and is a throwing. Defensive moment from Gaza wins it and is a throw-in. Defensive moment from the president and the deputy president of the Football Kenya Federation. I'm told they're saying Mambo Bado.
Yeah, they look really concerned about the goings on the pitch.
And now, they have now settled. Agogo plays the ball back to goalkeeper Mabo. Mabo, she takes her time into the path of Ngasa. To the right-hand side, Ngali Mbinda. Mbinda goes down, and it's called for an infringement. Well, the Cameroonians taking full control. They are not in a hurry. The Kenyan players dropping back to try and play at the middle part of the pitch and allowing Cameroon just to roll the ball around.
Yeah, Cameroon took quite a number of minutes to settle down, but once they settled down, now they are winning the ball in the midfield. They're streaming passes around. They are getting into the dangerous area of the Starlets, and this is causing a lot of concern.
Again, still causing a lot of concern, especially on the right-hand side, where Okumu is playing as trade as the left back. Again, picks it up to the left. Good run by John Ogola. Intercepted quickly by Zu. Back to the goalkeeper, Mabu into the path of Wendinde. Wendinde, Mabu to the right. Oh, they're playing some good tiki-taka football, the Cameroonians. Can they know that they are the 40th minute, only 5 more minutes remaining on the clock for the first half, as they take full control of that midfield into the path of the diminutive player, Zu. To the right, Ngasa. And brought down by Johan Ogola for an infringement. Really, Cameroon are on a serious note here, taking full control of this game. Peter Grumba.
Yes, from the defense going forward, they're taking one pass at a time, taking control of the midfield areas, putting the ball on the ground, and that is becoming very difficult, especially for the midfielders from the junior starlet side, Anakumbu Bakari, Halima Imbachi.
41 minutes. Sangasa takes control on the left-hand side as the left back. Well, quite a number of dignitaries gracing the occasion. Into the midfield. Oh, little diminutive. Karim Binda. To the path of Tiwa Melot. Tiwa! The ball really did not have the punch that was required, but holding some basic moments for the junior starlets.
They're becoming very creative there going forward. The Cameroonians becoming very, very creative, especially with Tiwa Melot and Tule, jersey number 14. Really understanding each other's movements. Not really to see each other, just to know hali mai mache kuna kombo